algebros, we are going to continue to factor these kind of complicated problems, but we're going to get through it, I promise. Okay, number 6. I would go ahead and write this down. Follow along. We got to find our GCF first. We have a leading coefficient that's bigger than 1, so we have to check. So looking at this 16, 20, and 50, you get really excited about the number 4, and then 50 ruins it. So 4 is not our GCF, so our GCF is 2. They are all even numbers, so they are all divisible by 2. So we're going to take a 2 out, leaving us with 8n squared minus 10n minus 25. Okay, so looking, and you can always double check at this step, if we had another GCF, then we knew we didn't take out the right one the first time. But looking at this 8, 10, and 25, there's nothing that they have in common outside of 1, so we have to go into factoring. So we're going to take 8 times negative 25, which would be negative 200. If you have 8 quarters, you have $2. And then our b term is negative 10. So we're looking for factors of 200 that will subtract to give us 10. And the reason I started with this one is because we have the factors of 200 up here. So we're looking, and it looks like 10 and 20 would subtract to give us 10. So and we're looking to see which one would be negative. The larger number will have the sign of the b term, so that would be 20. So we multiplied that 8 into the 200, so into the 25, and it created 200. So we have to put that 8 into both set of parentheses. So this is the part that's probably the most missed and the most confusing part about this. But we can't keep the 8 in both, because when we multiply those first terms together, we want them to equal 8, but 8 times 8 would be 64. So we need to take a GCF out. So we put 8 in, we should be taking 8 out. So 8 and 10 share GCF of 2. So we're going to take 2 and we're going to throw it in the dumpster, and Oscar is going to find some new friends. So we're taking 2, we're throwing it away. Leaving us with 4n plus 5. 8 and 20. They share a common factor of 2, but they also share a common factor of 4. So we want to take the biggest one out. So we're going to take 4 out, and Oscar gets more friends. Throwing it away. Take it out, throw it away. 4 goes into 8 twice. 4 goes into 20 5 times. Now you can double check by multiplying those first terms together. 4 and 2, which would equal 8. And the last terms, 5 and 5, would be negative 25. Well, 5 and negative 5. So you can double check really quick by just multiplying the first and the last terms. Because if your first and last terms give you the correct numbers, chances are your middle term is going to give you the correct number. Okay, this is not the final answer, because remember, we took out a number at the very beginning. We can't forget about this guy. That's the manager of the team. He needs to be in the team picture, so don't forget about him. He's in the final shot. That would be completely factored. All right, let's do another one. So 60, 126, and 48. See, 8 would go into, nope. Four, nope. Looks like it's going to be 2 again. Let's see. Oh, actually 3 can come out too. Okay, so now we're going to take a 3 out of that. So 10x squared minus 31, or no, sorry, 21 plus 8. Okay, so now we're at 6 times 10x squared minus 21x plus 8. Okay, so if you don't get the right GCF the first time, you should be able to see it the next time around and get that right one. Okay, so 10, 21, and 8 don't share a common factor. So now we have to factor. Okay, so 10 times 8 would be 80, and then negative 21. So we're looking for factors of 80 that will add to 21. So 1 and 80, 2 and 40, not 3, 4 and 20, 5 and 16, not 6, not 7, 8 and 10. Okay, so looking at those, looks like 5 plus 16 would be 21. They multiply to a positive and add to a negative, so both factors are negative. Remember, we multiplied this 10 into it, so that means there's an extra 10 floating around in our numbers. So we have to put that 10 into both binomials. And see what we can take out. So 10 and 5 share a factor of 5. So we take that out, throw it away. Oscar gets a new friend. Good for him. Why did I put 21 there? I don't know what I was looking at. Okay. I was just doing this in my head. I was like, that doesn't make sense. 16. They add to 21. Okay, sorry about that. Here, I'll highlight the change that I made. Okay. I was going to say, that was not working out right. Okay, and we're going to take 5 out of 5. We're left with 1. Okay, 10 and 16 have a common factor of 2. They're both even numbers. And remember that we multiplied a 10 in, so we should be taking 10 out. 2 times 5 is 10, so we're taking 10 out. 2 goes into 10 5 times, and 2 goes into 16 8 times. And again, we can do the quick check. 2 times 5 would be 10, and 1 times 8 would be 8. So quick check checks out. We're not quite finished because remember we took 6 out at the beginning and he needs to be in the final picture. I know it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of little steps to it. Watch these examples again, and then maybe the second time you see it, it will kind of click. So, happy mathing. As always, we are not going to do these ones with 4 terms today. We will do those on Thursday. So that will be fun and exciting. Happy mathing.